What you are experiencing cannot be reduced to coincidence, personality, or social conditioning, and that is why it feels so difficult to explain using ordinary language. Across history, moments of deep inner disruption have often marked periods of awakening, when a person begins to perceive life with greater depth, awareness, and discernment. This process can feel isolating because it challenges inherited beliefs, social expectations, and familiar identities. From an educational perspective, this is a shift in consciousness. From a spiritual perspective, it is refinement. The pressure, reflection, and inner questioning you feel are not signs that something is wrong, but evidence that you are learning to navigate reality beyond surface-level thinking. Civilization is built to reward conformity, yet inner growth demands patience, courage, and self-trust. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to support the channel by hitting the like button, subscribing to help us reach 30,000 subscribers, and leaving a comment with the number 11 to show alignment and engagement before continuing forward on this journey. Your journey is not ordinary. Every challenge, every moment of doubt, and every silent reflection carries a hidden message meant to shape your wisdom, emotional strength, and spiritual awareness. Understanding the importance of these experiences allows you to approach life with courage and clarity. The pressures you feel are not meaningless. They are the training ground for developing resilience, insight, and discernment that few ever experience. Recognizing this transforms struggles into stepping stones toward personal and spiritual mastery. I believe that embracing life's challenges as sacred lessons is one of the most powerful ways to grow. When you view difficulties as opportunities for reflection, learning, and alignment with your inner truth, you stop punishing yourself for things outside your control. Instead, you gain patience, faith, and a deeper understanding of who you are and what your life is meant to contribute. This perspective turns everyday challenges into tools for transformation and empowerment. The path you walk is uniquely yours, unlike anyone else's. You may notice yourself feeling more deeply, thinking more intensely, or sensing life in ways that others cannot. These differences are not weaknesses. They are signs of an extraordinary sensitivity that allows you to experience life's depth, beauty, and complexity on levels most people never reach. Your emotions, reflections, and intuition are guiding you toward growth that is rare and precious. Many people live life on autopilot, following routines and expectations without questioning them. You, however, perceive more, reflect more, and feel more. This heightened awareness can be overwhelming at times, but it also grants you profound insight into human behavior, the patterns of life, and the subtle truths hidden in everyday moments. Your sensitivity is not a burden, it is your superpower. The extraordinary nature of your journey also means that societal norms may feel restrictive or irrelevant. You may find yourself questioning conventional success, struggling with rules that don't resonate, or sensing that the world's measures of achievement are shallow. This discomfort is a signal that your life's purpose lies outside ordinary boundaries. By honoring your unique path, you create space to explore your true potential without limitation. Your experiences are preparing you to navigate complex situations with clarity and wisdom. Moments of solitude, reflection, and even struggle are shaping your ability to empathize, understand, and act with insight that others might never develop. Each challenge and realization strengthens your capacity to engage with life's bigger questions while remaining grounded in your own values. Ultimately, Your journey is about more than personal growth. It is about becoming a vessel capable of influencing others, contributing meaningfully to the world, and navigating life with courage, faith, and a deep understanding of your inner truth. Your sensitivity and depth are not anomalies. They are the foundation for extraordinary purpose. Society often measures success by wealth, popularity, or adherence to norms. But your journey cannot be measured by these conventional standards. Your inner growth, spiritual awareness, and emotional depth are invisible to the superficial metrics the world values. Recognizing this frees you from unnecessary pressure to conform and allows you to pursue a path aligned with your true self. The rules, expectations, and shoulds that society imposes often feel suffocating to those who perceive life more deeply. While others may accept things at face value, your mind questions, analyzes, and seeks meaning in everything. Civilization's definitions of success or happiness may never fully resonate with you, and that is okay. Civilization tends to reward conformity, but your evolution requires courage to explore uncharted territory. Whether it is pursuing unconventional career paths, developing rare talents, or following a spiritual calling, your choices must align with your inner truth rather than society's checklist. Your authenticity is your compass, guiding you toward meaningful growth and fulfillment. When you release the need for external validation, you gain freedom. You begin to see your life as a canvas for unique expression, unbound by societal expectations. Every choice, reflection, and insight becomes a deliberate step in crafting a life that reflects your soul's purpose, not merely the world's version of success. Life is rarely random. Challenges, setbacks, and moments of confusion often contain hidden lessons designed to help you grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. Recognizing patterns in your experiences allows you to uncover guidance that is subtle yet powerful, providing insight into why certain events occur and how they shape your path. When difficulties repeat or echo certain themes, it is often a nudge to pay attention. For instance, recurring conflicts with certain types of people may teach patience, empathy, or the importance of boundaries. Financial, emotional, or personal struggles may carry lessons in resilience, discipline, or trust. By seeing the patterns, you transform chaos into meaning and confusion into clarity. Many spiritual traditions highlight the importance of discerning patterns in life. Ancient philosophies, modern psychology, and even neuroscience point to the fact that humans learn most deeply through repeated experiences and reflection. Your life challenges are part of a curriculum designed to refine your intuition, strengthen your character, and prepare you for greater purpose. Recognizing divine patterns also nurtures hope and faith. When you notice that difficulties often lead to unexpected growth, opportunity, or insight, you begin to trust that even pain and discomfort have a place in your journey. This awareness shifts your perspective from despair to empowerment, reminding you that every challenge is purposeful. Ultimately, understanding these patterns enables you to make choices aligned with your higher self. You begin to see life not as random trials, but as a carefully woven tapestry, each thread contributing to a bigger picture. This perspective strengthens your resolve, deepens your spiritual insight, and empowers you to navigate life with wisdom and courage. Reflection and silence are not just moments of pause, they are sacred spaces where your inner wisdom reveals itself. In a world filled with noise and distraction, moments of stillness allow you to hear your own heart, to understand what truly matters and to reconnect with your higher purpose. Silence is a mirror that reflects your true self, free from external influence. When you take time to reflect, your mind begins to organize experiences, emotions, and challenges into meaningful patterns. For example, journaling or meditating can reveal repeated themes in your life, helping you recognize lessons that were previously hidden. These moments of clarity often come when you least expect them, proving that your inner guidance is always present, waiting for you to listen. Reflection also deepens self-awareness. You begin to recognize triggers, desires, fears, and patterns in your behavior. By observing yourself without judgment, you cultivate empathy for your own journey and for the experiences of others. This clarity empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your soul rather than driven by habit or societal pressure. Silence is also a tool for emotional healing. When you allow yourself to be still, you release tension, resentment, and unprocessed emotions. The mind often finds resolution in quiet reflection, offering insight into relationships, career decisions, and personal growth. Spiritual teachers often describe this as connecting with the divine voice within, which is always guiding but rarely heard over daily noise. Ultimately, reflection and silence transform your inner world. They give you the strength to face challenges with equanimity, the wisdom to act with discernment, and the peace of knowing that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Each quiet moment becomes a stepping stone toward clarity, resilience, and spiritual depth. What-if questions can feel heavy, as though they trap you in endless possibilities and regrets. Yet these questions hold incredible value when approached consciously. They are not meant to paralyze you. They are opportunities to examine choices, explore potential outcomes, and gain insight into your personal growth. The weight of what-ifs often comes from dwelling on the past or fearing the future. For instance, wondering, what if I had taken a different path, can stir anxiety. No one can predict the future, and perfection is an illusion. Instead of fearing possibilities, you can view them as signposts that encourage growth, adaptability, and self-awareness. Embracing uncertainty is a key step towards spiritual maturity and emotional resilience. Many successful and spiritually aware people acknowledge that their what-ifs became teachers. Regret or curiosity about alternate paths often sparks creativity, problem-solving, and deeper self-reflection. The lessons gained from these contemplations guide you toward choices that better align with your true purpose. By understanding the weight of what-ifs without letting it control you, you reclaim your power. You learn to embrace life fully, make peace with your past, and move forward with intention, clarity, and courage. Each what-if becomes a bridge to wisdom, rather than a chain to regret. Regret is one of the most misunderstood emotions. It is often seen as a burden, yet it can serve as a teacher. When approached consciously, regret reveals lessons about decisions, values, and self-awareness. It is not meant to imprison you, but to guide you toward wiser choices and deeper understanding. Regret becomes trapping when it is paired with self-blame or shame. Instead, consider regret as an emotional signal pointing to what you value most. For instance, regretting a missed opportunity may indicate a desire for growth, connection, or creativity. Recognizing this allows you to transform regret into motivation rather than letting it weigh you down. Reflecting on regret also strengthens empathy and compassion. Understanding your mistakes helps you relate to others' struggles without judgment. For example, having experienced failure or heartbreak yourself, you become more patient, kind, and supportive toward others navigating similar challenges. Regret, when processed wisely, cultivates emotional depth. Many spiritual traditions suggest reframing regret as an essential part of growth. Every "I wish I had" or "I should have" thought can be a reminder that life is a learning process. By focusing on the insight gained rather than the pain endured, you transform regret into a valuable tool for personal and spiritual development. Ultimately, learning from regret without being trapped by it gives you freedom. You can honor the lessons of your past, release unnecessary self-judgment, and step forward with confidence, clarity, and resilience. Regret becomes a teacher, not a prison. Adversities is not just a spiritual concept, it is scientifically proven to strengthen the mind and body. Neuroscience shows that overcoming challenges stimulates growth in areas of the brain associated with problem-solving, empathy, and emotional regulation. Every obstacle you face contributes to the development of resilience and mental agility. Challenges also deepen emotional intelligence. Experiencing difficulty allows you to understand pain, hope, and perseverance firsthand. For example, managing conflict or navigating disappointment teaches patience, compassion, and empathy. This emotional growth is invaluable for relationships, career success, and personal fulfillment. Psychologists note that individuals who face and process challenges consciously tend to develop stronger coping mechanisms. Life obstacles force reflection, adaptation, and creative thinking, all of which contribute to long-term personal growth. The very struggles that feel heavy in the moment often become your most powerful teachers. Growth through challenge is also spiritual. Difficult moments invite introspection, trust in yourself, and connection to something greater than the self. They remind you that life is not meant to be easy, but meaningful, and that every trial is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate person. By embracing challenges rather than avoiding them, you unlock potential you might never have discovered otherwise. Obstacles transform from roadblocks into stepping stones, equipping you with the knowledge, resilience, and courage to navigate life with confidence and purpose. Trusting yourself is one of the deepest acts of faith. Life constantly challenges your judgment and intuition, but inner guidance is always reliable when you honor it. Just as divine forces are believed to support your path, your own discernment is capable of navigating even the most complex situations. When you doubt yourself, remember that your intuition is informed by experience, reflection, and insight. Decisions made in alignment with your inner truth are rarely wrong. They are part of a larger unfolding designed to teach, guide, and strengthen you. Trust grows when you act on these insights consistently. Self-trust also fosters courage. Making choices aligned with your values often requires going against societal pressures, fear of judgment, or uncertainty. Examples abound in history and daily life. Leaders, innovators, and spiritual teachers succeeded because they trusted their instincts, often when the world doubted them. Their journeys demonstrate that confidence in oneself is both empowering and transformative. Ultimately, trusting yourself as God trusts you is an act of surrender and empowerment. It allows you to face life's uncertainties with faith, make decisions with clarity, and align your actions with your higher purpose, knowing that you are fully equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Patience is not mere waiting, it is the art of trusting life's timing. Spiritual maturity requires understanding that growth, healing, and insight cannot be rushed. Every delay, pause, or obstacle in your journey is an opportunity to develop endurance, resilience, and wisdom. Practicing patience also strengthens perspective. When life feels slow or frustrating, you begin to see that every step, no matter how small, contributes to your ultimate development. Moments of waiting are not wasted. They prepare you for challenges ahead and teach you to value the process over instant gratification. Patience fosters emotional stability. In situations of conflict or uncertainty, it allows you to respond with calmness, thoughtfulness, and discernment rather than impulsiveness. For example, waiting before reacting to criticism or disappointment often leads to better understanding and resolution. Spiritual traditions often link patience with enlightenment. It is the bridge between experience and wisdom, teaching you to move thoughtfully rather than reactively. The discipline of patience transforms frustration into insight, teaching you that life unfolds perfectly when you allow it to. Ultimately, patience is a gift you give yourself. By embracing it, you cultivate inner peace, develop deeper trust in life's unfolding, and strengthen your capacity to navigate challenges with grace, resilience, and spiritual awareness. The past is a powerful teacher, but only when approached with awareness and compassion. Every decision you made, every mistake you experienced, was part of a process of learning and growth. Self-blame only obscures the lessons, creating unnecessary weight on your shoulders. Instead, view the past as a guide that illuminates patterns, strengths, and areas for improvement. Reflecting on past experiences allows you to gain clarity and understanding. For example, relationships that ended painfully often teach you about boundaries, empathy, and communication. Career missteps reveal what you truly value and how you respond to challenges. Recognizing these lessons without judgment strengthens your decision-making and emotional resilience. Letting go of self-blame doesn't mean ignoring responsibility. It means reframing your perspective. You acknowledge choices and outcomes, but you also recognize the wisdom gained. By doing this, regret becomes a tool for insight rather than a chain that holds you back, allowing you to move forward with confidence. Humans are naturally prone to repeating mistakes if we fail to reflect consciously. By learning from your past thoughtfully, you break cycles of destructive behavior and create patterns that support growth, compassion, and self-trust. The past becomes a roadmap rather than a prison. Ultimately, embracing your past with understanding allows you to step into the present fully. You honor your experiences without being defined by them, cultivating a life of authenticity, clarity, and wisdom. Every lesson learned adds depth and resilience to your journey. Pressure is often perceived as a burden, but it can be transformed into a source of strength. The stress of deadlines, expectations, or life's challenges is energy that, when harnessed consciously, fuels growth, creativity, and resilience. Your ability to convert pressure into personal power is a defining factor in your success and fulfillment. Think of pressure as a catalyst for action. High-stakes situations often push you beyond comfort zones, forcing innovation and resourcefulness. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders consistently demonstrate that the moments of greatest tension are also the moments of greatest opportunity for transformation. Pressure also teaches emotional regulation and discipline. When you learn to remain calm under stress, to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, you strengthen self-control and confidence. This skill is essential for navigating life's challenges with grace and composure. Spiritually, pressure is a forge for the soul. Difficult moments refine character, reveal resilience, and deepen understanding. The intensity you feel is not meant to break you. It is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself. By consciously embracing pressure, you reclaim agency. Why? Taking time to connect with your inner self or a higher power provides clarity, calms the mind, and opens the heart to guidance that is often obscured by daily distractions. Prayer's an active tool for both insight and emotional healing. Through prayer, you gain perspective. By verbalizing your thoughts, hopes, and fears, you can untangle complex emotions and see solutions that were hidden in the noise of your mind. Many spiritual practitioners report that moments of prayer or meditation often lead to sudden clarity, new ideas, or emotional relief. Prayer also fosters release. By surrendering worries, guilt, or burdens during prayer, you create space for peace and healing. This act of letting go is a conscious decision to trust that not everything is within your control, allowing you to focus on the actions and mindset you can influence. Regular prayer strengthens spiritual connection and intuition. The practice encourages reflection, gratitude, and mindful awareness of life's patterns. It nurtures patience, compassion, and the ability to listen to your inner guidance with confidence and calm. Ultimately, prayer is a tool for empowerment. It equips you to navigate challenges with clarity, make decisions aligned with purpose, and approach life with serenity, faith, and an unwavering trust in your inner wisdom. Every choice you make carries energy, intention, and consequences. Aligning your decisions with divine insight or your inner higher wisdom ensures that your actions resonate with purpose rather than impulsivity. This alignment is key to living a life of fulfillment, integrity, and spiritual clarity. Divine insight often speaks in subtle ways: a quiet intuition, a feeling of resonance, or recurring signs that guide your path. Learning to recognize these cues requires patience, reflection, and trust in your own judgment. Following these insights strengthens decision-making and deepens confidence. Many people experience conflict when personal desires clash with deeper guidance. Aligning with divine insight doesn't mean suppressing ambition. It means harmonizing choices with your values, ethics, and long-term vision. This balance produces results that are sustainable, authentic, and deeply satisfying. Aligning decisions also fosters resilience. When challenges arise, you are more likely to stay grounded because your choices are rooted in principle and wisdom rather than fleeting emotions or societal pressure. This inner foundation becomes a source of strength in uncertain times. Ultimately, making decisions aligned with higher insight transforms life into a meaningful journey. Each step becomes intentional, each outcome a reflection of your inner alignment, and every challenge an opportunity to grow with integrity, courage, and clarity. Life is not a series of random events. It is a sacred unfolding. Every experience, whether joyful or painful, contributes to your growth and spiritual evolution. Honoring your journey means recognizing that every moment, no matter how small, has significance and purpose. By treating your journey as sacred, you cultivate gratitude for both victories and setbacks. Each challenge becomes a teacher, each success a reminder of your capacity, and each pause a space for reflection and renewal. This mindset transforms everyday life into a rich and meaningful practice. Honoring your journey also means forgiving yourself for mistakes, embracing your unique path, and resisting comparison with others. The sacred process is individual, and growth unfolds differently for each person. Accepting this creates freedom, peace, and authenticity. This perspective encourages mindfulness. By observing life with awareness and reverence, you become attuned to patterns, synchronicities, and lessons that might otherwise go unnoticed. You begin to see the interconnectedness of your experiences, strengthening intuition, empathy, and purpose. Ultimately, honoring your journey as sacred transforms your relationship with life itself. You step into each moment with reverence, trust in your path, and appreciation for the continuous unfolding of your potential and spiritual depth. Courage and faith are the companions of those who embrace life fully. Moving forward requires trusting yourself, believing in your inner guidance, and embracing uncertainty with resilience. Every step taken in faith strengthens confidence and reveals your capacity to thrive despite challenges. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. Life often demands choices that feel daunting or uncertain. By embracing courage, you step into opportunities for growth, discovery, and transformation that you might otherwise avoid. Faith provides the foundation for courage. Believing in your purpose, trusting the process, and remaining open to guidance allows you to navigate life with confidence. Faith does not guarantee smooth paths, but it guarantees inner strength, clarity, and persistence. You become a conscious participant in your evolution, guided by wisdom, resilience, and trust in yourself and the divine process, prepared to embrace every challenge and opportunity with strength, clarity, and purpose. Many of the limitations we feel are not physical. They are invisible chains formed by fear, self-doubt, and the opinions of others. These chains silently shape our choices and restrict our growth. The first step toward freedom is acknowledging these internal barriers and understanding their origin. Once you recognize them, you can actively work to release their grip and reclaim your power. Invisible chains often manifest as negative thought patterns, self-limiting beliefs, or anxiety about judgment. For example, a fear of failure may prevent you from pursuing a dream, even if you are fully capable. By identifying these patterns, you begin to dismantle them piece by piece, replacing fear with courage and self-trust. Breaking free requires consistent self-reflection and awareness. Journaling, mindfulness, or meditation can help you observe these chains without judgment, giving you clarity about what is holding you back. Awareness is the first act of liberation because you cannot remove what you cannot see. Freedom also involves shifting your mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, you can view them as opportunities for growth. Each time you act despite fear, you reinforce the muscles of resilience, confidence, and inner strength. Every small victory weakens the invisible chains that once held you captive. Ultimately, breaking free from invisible chains transforms your life. You gain autonomy over your choices, clarity in your purpose, and the courage to pursue what aligns with your soul. This liberation empowers you to move forward with boldness, authenticity, and unwavering faith in yourself. Feeling different can be isolating, but it is often the hallmark of extraordinary perception and sensitivity. Those who sense life more deeply, think more creatively, or feel more intensely have a gift that allows them to perceive truths hidden from most. Embracing this difference is the first step toward turning it into strength. Difference often sparks innovation and insight. Many great thinkers, inventors, and leaders experienced isolation or misunderstanding precisely because they viewed the world uniquely. Feeling different allows you to approach problems and life's experiences with fresh perspectives, creativity, and originality. Feeling different also deepens empathy. Experiencing life outside the norm fosters understanding, compassion, and the ability to connect with others in meaningful ways. Your sensitivity enables you to recognize emotions and motivations that others overlook, creating a rare capacity for support and connection. The challenge lies in self-acceptance. Society often rewards conformity, which can make uniqueness feel like a burden. By reframing your difference as a gift, you strengthen confidence, cultivate resilience, and discover opportunities that align with your authentic self. Ultimately, feeling different is a blessing disguised as struggle. Your perspective, creativity, and sensitivity can become tools for profound impact. Embracing who you are fully allows you to thrive, lead, and inspire in ways that conventional paths could never offer. Observation is a powerful tool for personal and spiritual growth, but only when practiced without judgment. Seeing situations, people, and even yourself clearly without labeling them as right or wrong opens doors to understanding, clarity, and compassion. Judgment clouds perception. When you react immediately or categorize experiences as failures or successes, you miss the subtle lessons hidden in the moment. Observing without judgment allows you to notice patterns, recognize opportunities for growth, and respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. This practice also strengthens empathy. By withholding judgment, you open yourself to the experiences and perspectives of others, understanding them without bias. This deeper awareness fosters connection, compassion, and wisdom in interpersonal relationships. Observing without judging also applies inwardly. Becoming aware of your thoughts and emotions without criticism fosters emotional resilience. For example, noticing anger or anxiety without labeling it bad allows you to address the emotion effectively, rather than suppressing or reacting destructively. Ultimately, cultivating this skill transforms your life. Observation without judgment nurtures clarity, insight, and emotional intelligence. It allows you to navigate complex experiences with calmness, patience, and understanding, turning every moment into an opportunity for growth. Pressure is often seen as stress, but it can be a catalyst for growth and insight. The intensity you feel in challenging situations is energy that can be directed toward clarity, creativity, and personal transformation.